Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. My name once again is Technomagus and we are on day 2 of Megaman X6, part 5 now, where we're going to actually finish this playthrough. So if you remember when we last left off, we have defeated 6 of the 8 Mavericks and collected a few pieces of X's armor, or two of X's armors rather. We then abandoned the playthrough right at the end of last Thursday because I kind of failed on rescuing a reploid and I was down to my last life. It just wasn't worth it. So, picking up from where we left off, we're going to go right back into Blaze Heatnix's stage with Zero. And you get to learn why Megaman X6 had really, really terrible level design. If you didn't already see it the last time you were here, basically Blaze Heatnix is just a series of mini-bosses. There is this giant donut thing that you have to fight throughout the level. And you fight it a grand total of, let me see, 5 or 6 times? There's actually there are actually 2 encounters with it that you only face once per playthrough of the level, because there's a split path. But basically, every time the donut shows up, you have to damage it, or you have to break all 4 of its little orbs. Each orb represents about a quarter of its health, and most of the encounters with it are designed to be as difficult as possible. And then in between fights with the mini boss, you have this thing, or basically this little area here that is basically an actual level, which is surprising. Since we went to Metal Shark Player before here, we have the little crusher blocks. They don't actually hurt, or they don't actually kill you in one hit, but they do hurt quite a lot. So it's like with all nightmare effects, they can be dispelled with the actual investigator weapon. And also, you want to be careful about going too fast in this area because there are lost reploids in this area, and you want to make sure that they do not get infected. And of course, this place is particularly grueling because the only enemies in the area are pretty much the nightmares. So there are very few places to actually regain health, other than rescuing the reploids. And of course, these jets of flame hurt quite a bit. Alright, time for our second encounter with this Stupid freaking mini-boss. The reason why we take 0 into this stage is because Rakoha really takes down the mini-boss's HP a lot, because it hits multiple times and it deals a crap ton of damage to it. Now, this is the two-way path that I was talking about. You can either take the upper or lower path, and each one has a fight with the mini-boss. Each one has reploids to rescue in it, and also both of them are full of nightmares. But actually, what we're going to do is we're going to go up. Oh, that didn't work. Once again, you have to be very careful about how quickly you go up here, because there are reploids to rescue, and there are nightmares. And now we have the the buster parts for the shadow armor. Okay, and also up here is where the bonus area is, but we're only going to get the reploids that are still up here. All right, come here. Now, you actually need a Metal Shark player in order to get through this area. Or a Metal Shark player's weapon in order to get through this area. You can't just... you can't get through here without it. Well, actually, you can get through here with a different nightmare, or nightmare effect, but it's a lot harder and it requires 0, because you need the double jump. Or actually, you might be able to do it with the blade armor. Let's see, how is... Alright, we're going to go ahead and take the lower route this time through. As you can see, this place is... This place is really annoying. This is why we want to have as many Rakoha shots as possible. Now, we get to the fun encounter with it. And by fun, I mean not at all, because it is lava coming up. Though again, this is another reason why we take 0 with us, because... Zero's Rakoha can kill it in about 1 or 2 shots. Or put it at critical, which is exactly what we wanted to do. And because once the mini boss is killed, the lava flow drops and we can go all the way back down. Now, we have to be careful here because once again, there are reploids to rescue in this area. So we can't go up too fast, or else the nightmares will infect them. This is why we want to make sure to kill the mini-boss right away, so that way we can slowly scroll up the screen. immediately kill any nightmares we find before they have a chance to react. Unfortunately, the wall detection is bothersome at best. And you thought we were done with the mini-boss. No, no, we still have one more encounter with this stupid thing. Fortunately, it is significantly easier to kill this time. And that's it. We are done. We are at the boss. Alright, time to meet Blaze Heatnix. Blaze Heatnix is weak to Ground Scaravich's weapon or technique, so this means we have to suicide dive him. And also, what he does is he fills the area with lava, or he fills half the area with lava. And it is, I'm actually not sure if it's instant death or it just deals a crap ton of damage, but usually it's instant death. We'll just assume it is. So it makes it kind of hard to fight him with Zero, at least when the lava is in the bottom half of the screen. Okay, it just does a crap ton of damage, thankfully. So it is not lethal. Of course, you also have to worry about running into him. Alright. That's right, I don't have the limited part yet. That's fine. Alright, we'll kill him this time. I mean, because in a straight-up slugfest, Zero's techniques will kill the boss faster than collision damage will. Of course, falling into the magma is not the best plan here. Basically, what ends up happening is when he calls the lava in the upper half of the screen, he does a kind of a Nova Strike across the bottom. But we killed him before that happened, so we don't care. Alright, 7 Mavericks down, 1 to go. Now, Shoenzan is Zero's upward attack. It is a flame attack. However, unlike the previous upward attacks, Zero does not actually jump up with it. He simply does a upward strike with his with the Z-Saber. So he still remains standing on the ground. Alright. So, there is only one Maverick left to encounter, and that is on X's side of the screen. First, okay. Zero, it can now equip limited parts, but the only limited part we have is the weapon recover, which really isn't that useful for Zero. Alright, So, let's go ahead and get the final stage equipped. Now, what Blaze Heat Nix's Nightmare effect does, it affects Infinity Maginian and Blizzard Wolfang, and it causes fireballs to rain down from the sky. This is actually necessary in order to get to the bonus area and the armor part in Blizzard Wolfang's area. So we're going to go ahead and go there now with Falcon X. Zero actually has a significantly easier time in this level, but it's still doable as Falcon X. Though having the Shadow Armor or Blade Armor would have been preferred, but I don't have either of those complete yet. And of course, being the prerequisite lava level, or rather, when I say lava, the ice and snow level, there is ice and snow everywhere, and avalanches, and stop shooting me. Oh yeah, also, because it is ice and snow, you cannot grip onto the walls. So be careful about that. Not even the Shadow Armor can. Sometimes it's better to just tank damage and run, and then you don't fall into a spike pit and die. Yeah, remember what I said about level design? This game has it. Let's see, I think it was... Okay, maybe not. There was a hidden area in here, and I can't remember what it was that I was supposed to do to get there. I believe it was to get to the heart tank, but I'm not 100% sure. The EX tank is also found in this level, as well as one of the important mobility parts, and pits. Lots and lots of pits. Fortunately, the jumper part, which is required in an X playthrough, is located in this level and is in an area where there are no nightmares that can infect the reploid. Actually, it's at the end of a very long spike pit. Yeah. Thanks, Capcom. Alright, so here is where the fireball starts once we get to this area. And over here... Oh, that's right, we need the blade armor to get up there. And, oh, that's where the heart tank is, okay. Let's see here. Can I get up there with what I've got? No. Down here is where the EX tank is. But you need to have, you need the blade armor to get over there as X. And we don't have the blade armor just yet, so we won't be able to get there. So we're not going over there anymore because we don't have anything else to pick up over there. And we don't want to risk agitating the nightmares to get them to infect one of the lost reploids. But we do want to spike ourselves, apparently. Level design. This game has it. Fortunately, the avalanches are kind enough to not form when you are right on top of their spawning point, other than ones that have already formed. Now, these blocks of ice will kill you if they crush you. So, you cannot just dawdle. And this is why we want Zero, because Zero can double jump and get out of here really quick and easy. Okay, apparently they can't. That's right. There's one later that can and will crush and kill you. Oh yes, and spikes. Lots and lots of spikes. Because I heard you like spikes, so we gave you spikes to go with your spikes. Shut up, Alia. Stop helping. No one cares. Oh, and getting crushed by the blocks goes through Mercy invincibility, as you saw. So, yeah, be careful about that. God damn it. Okay, seriously? Seriously? That was ridiculous. Alright, so this is the part that I was talking about where the blocks can and will kill you instantly. On this one, the row of 4 comes down and then fills in with the 5th one. If you are standing where the 5th one is, you are instantly killed. No ifs, ands, or buts. Though if you get crushed by it, you instead take a crap ton of damage. So you might want to tank a hit or two, just in case, to be safe. Alright, so now we are at the boss. Blizzard Wolfang, being an ice maverick, surprise surprise, is weak to the fire sword, or the magma saber, which we got from Blaze Heatniks. Blizzard Wolfang is a joke, to put it simply. He's a lot of fun to fight with just the Buster or just the Z-Saber, but if you use his weakness against him, it's... yeah. Well, here, you'll see. He hit me once. That's it. Alright, so that's it for the 8 Mavericks. They're actually... the scene you get for defeating the 8 Mavericks depends on whether or not you finish them off with X or with 0. So that's something to keep in mind. And the Ice Burst is also required for the gate stages, unless you have the Shadow Armor. Because the Shadow Armor has its own version of the Hydroga, which is 0... it's basically a super jump. But it can only be activated on the ground. Alright, so time for the introduction to the gate stages. Once again, I apologize for the audio. And if you listen in the background, this is the music that plays during the gate fight. It is really cool. You'll get to hear a full volume version later on. Okay, so Gate has been revealed to be behind everything, so we need to go stop his evil plans. Alright, so now we can go to the secret lab right now, but we are woefully underprepared because we have not completed any of X's armors, and we have not rescued all the reploids. As you can see, we are only at 97 reploids rescued. So there's still, what is that, 31 remaining to find. So we're going to go ahead and pick up some of those remaining reploids, and while we're at it, we'll have a visit. We'll be able to go and visit the idiot. Because now that the reploids, or now that the 8 Mavericks, or rather the 8 investigators have been defeated, Dynamo takes Hymax's place. Yes, I'm sure you remember my glowing adoration of Dynamo. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and go through. Let's see, who do we still need to get? Alright, so we still have 4 there. I'm pretty sure they're all in the extra area. Those guys are all in the well, no, 2 of those guys are in the those 2 that we had to leave behind, and the one underneath the bonus area. Alright, so actually, let's go to the magma area first. So back to the stage, and over to Heatnix. This is a 0 stage, so we'll be taking 0. Blaze Heatnix is actually where one of the sub-tanks is as well. The sad thing is, we're going to have to actually go into the stage one more time after we're done here. Because we're going to go into the stage to get the, or to rescue the Reploid who is trapped under the 3rd fight with the mini-boss, and then we're going to go and get the one... And then we're going to go get the one in the bonus area. Thankfully, the bonus area has 0 nightmare influence, so we don't have to worry about any of them. And since we have not reset the nightmare effect in this stage, that means that there will only be standard, or the nightmares will not give us souls, and they will also not respawn. Or at least unless we scroll them off the screen. like that. There we go. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go over here. One of the 2 remaining reploids is in this area, so we will go ahead and wait for it to come down so that we can just clear it out. Whoa! But we are not going to be fighting this thing and trying to rescue the reploid at the same time. So is he up here? No, he's not up here. Okay. Alright, so... there he is. Alright, so that is it for this run-through, so we're going to go ahead and exit out. And then we're going to have to go back in so that we can get back up to that point again. Alright, so what the power drive does, the power drive is a limited part, and it gives you a, basically gives you a temporary bonus to your damage for as long as it lasts. I'm not sure of its exact time frame. Alright, so back into the magma area. Thankfully, we only have to fight this mini-boss 2 more times, and then we'll be done with this stage for the rest of the game. Until our next playthrough. And that's gonna be fun. Music distorted on me there. Come on. Stop grabbing onto the block and actually do the technique. Alright, now it's time to get to the bonus area. And you also get our first encounter with Dynamo. He has not learned any new tricks, but he is a very good place to farm Nightmare Souls off of. Alright, so into the bonus area we go. There are no enemies in this area, it's just the fire pillars, so you have to be careful where you're jumping. And there's the last reploid we need to rescue. And there's the sub-tank. Whoop. And here's the idiots. Alright, so Dynamo this time is weak to the weapon and technique from Rennie Turtleoid. So in this case, it's actually really easy to fight him because all you need... Well, you'll see. And that's it. It's really that simple to fight him. It's almost pathetic, actually. Well, no, it is completely pathetic. Alright, so now that we have cleared out one level entirely, and we have all the weapons, we're going to go ahead and break off the video here. I'll be back in just a few minutes to finish clearing out the rest of the stages. So see you guys in a little bit.